You've dreamed of showing your parents the beauty of Tuscany, and you want your kids to have memories with their grandparents that will last a lifetime. But then the planning starts. How do you balance a 7-year-old's energy, a teenager's need for Wi Fi, and your dad's bad knee, all while staying on budget? It can feel less like a vacation and more like a military operation. Hi, I'm James Gerald, founder of Mythic Horizons Travel. As a travel advisor and a dad, I believe the most precious souvenirs are the memories we share. But the secret to getting them isn't a perfect itinerary, it's creating harmony. Today, I'm going to share 3 core principles for planning a multi generational trip that everyone, including you, will actually enjoy. First up, pillar number 1 build a flexible foundation. Before you even look at a single flight or hotel, get everyone together for a fun family huddle. The goal is simple to discover what I call the heart of the trip, that one shared experience that is most important to everyone. Is it to experience incredible food, to see historical sites, or just to relax by a pool together? This becomes your North Star. In fact, it will directly inform how you plan your days, which we'll talk about in pillar number 2. In that same huddle, you need to get everyone on the same page about 3 things: budget, pace, and individual must-dos. Getting those expectations aligned up front prevents so much friction down the road. Next, you choose your home base. On land, that might be a large villa where everyone has their own space, or connecting rooms in a hotel. But don't forget the sea. A cruise is a fantastic option for multi-gen travel because it completely simplifies your logistics. You unpack once and you don't have to worry about managing rental cars or train schedules for a large group. And here's a pro tip from an advisor. If you're on a cruise and you can't get connecting cabins, ask about booking cabins with adjoining balconies. You can often open the partition between them, creating a wonderful shared space for your family to enjoy a morning coffee or watch the sunset together. Okay, with your foundation set, let's move on to pillar number 2, master the rhythm of the road. This is all about pacing. My biggest rule for families, especially with different age groups, is the one big thing per day rule. It's so tempting to try and cram 3 museums and a walking tour into a single day, but that's a recipe for meltdowns. Instead, pick one anchor activity, your one big thing, and let the rest of the day flow gently around it. This prevents burnout and keeps everyone, from toddlers to grandparents, from getting overwhelmed. Next, you need to embrace what I call planned separation. I know it sounds counterintuitive on a family trip, but trust me on this. Encouraging smaller groups to split off for a few hours makes the time you do spend all together more special. Maybe the parents enjoy a quiet winery tour while the grandparents take the kids for gelato. Everyone gets a win, and you'll have better stories to share at dinner. And finally, schedule your downtime. Actually block it out on the itinerary. Treat relaxing by the pool as a sacred appointment. And for any trip longer than a week, I always recommend scheduling one totally free day, with absolutely nothing on the agenda. It gives everyone permission to sleep in, wander aimlessly, or just recharge. Remember, it's supposed to be a vacation, not a marathon. And that brings us to our final principle, pillar number 3. Appoint a trip director. The single biggest source of friction on a group trip is having too many cooks in the kitchen. Having one neutral designated point person, the trip director, eliminates arguments over who's in charge or what the plan is. This person also manages the trip's budget. Remember that budget you all agreed on in your family huddle? The trip director arranges the payments for tours, group dinners, and transport so there are no awkward who's paying for this moments. And honestly, this is the true value of working with a professional travel advisor. My job is to be your trip director. I'm the one who deals with a delayed flight, a lost dinner reservation, or a sudden change of plans. I absorb the stress so that you and your family can focus on what really matters, being present with each other and creating those lifelong memories. By focusing on a flexible foundation, the rhythm of your travel, and having a dedicated trip director, you transform a logistical challenge into a joyful shared experience. Because your family story deserves a beautiful setting. I've linked to the full blog post with even more detail in the description below. And if you're ready to put your own family's harmony in the hands of an expert, click the link to schedule your complimentary consultation call with me today. Let's build your story together.